Does African threading really grow your hair? African threading for hair growth, African threading for hair growth. No protective hairstyle actually grows your hair. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Natural Aisha and I film basically about natural hair. Yes, I am interested in your natural hair. So please, if you're new here, click that subscribe button and that bell beside it so that you can always get notified anytime I post a new video. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title already, we're talking about African threading. Does African threading grow your hair? A lot of people are like, African threading for hair growth, African threading for hair growth. Does African threading really grow your hair? That's the question we're going to be answering today. African threading is a protective hairstyle, and like every other protective hairstyle, its basic function is to put your hair away. Let's say put is to put your hair away so that you don't have access to your hair, so that you don't keep touching your hair, keep combing your hair, keep pulling your hair. Like every other protective hairstyle, African threading puts your hands away from your head, tucks your ends away and puts your hair away so that you don't manipulate it or over manipulate it for as long as you have that hairstyle on. Does any protective hairstyle really grow your hair? I don't think any protective hairstyle grows the hair. What protective hairstyle does is to put your hair away. I said put again, oh my god. Is to put your hair away and put your hands away from your hair so that you don't keep manipulating your hair. I don't know if you've noticed anything called new growth when you make any protective hairstyle. When you make a protective hairstyle and it sits on your hair for a week or two, after a while you see something called new growth. That thing that shifts your, for example, you made a braid hairstyle, you added extensions to your hair, and after 2 weeks you see that it's not so tight anymore. Then after 4 weeks you see that there's some new growth under, and where you put the braid has shifted from the scalp to somewhere like here on your head. Now this space you have between the scalp and hair is called new growth. So what African threading does is put your hands away from your head so that your new growth that you have, you can retain it. You know what happens to your hair when you put your hair, when you leave your hair out? What happens to your hair is it keeps breaking at the tips. And when it keeps breaking at the tips, when you're over manipulating, over combing, and it's breaking seriously, you will not see length retention because you're constantly manipulating and it is breaking at the tips. It's not that your hair is not growing. Your hair is growing every month. Your hair is growing. If you're going to do this exercise with me, take a ruler, measure your hair this month, write it down, and then come back in the next 2 months. Put your hair in a protective hairstyle that you don't touch your hair for the next 1 month or so. Then use that same ruler to measure your hair at different sides of your head. After writing it down the first time, you measure different sides of your hair, like the front part of your hair, the middle part of your hair, the back of your hair, because hair grows at different paces at different areas of your hair. So write it down. Take a paper, write it down. Leave your hair in a protective hairstyle, don't touch it for a month. Then come back and measure that hair again. You'll find out that there's been an increase. No matter how small, even if it's 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, because we all know statistically that hair grows at least 1/2 inch every month. So at least for that month you should have at least 1/4 or more of inch of hair of new growth. So African threading does not really grow your hair. All it does is gives your hair chance to retain the length that your hair has already grown. All African threading does is to give you the opportunity to see your new growth as length retention. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm using the right English. For you to translate your new growth into longer hair, for you to be able to see length retention after your protective hairstyle. So I hope this answers your question of whether African threading grows your hair. No protective hairstyle actually grows your hair. What happens is protective hairstyles tuck your ends away, stop you from over manipulating and over combing your hair, so that the new growth that comes out of your scalp can translate into longer hair, so you can see length retention. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you're new here, subscribe. Like I said earlier, please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.